Hey guys, welcome to Story Time with Mr. Gary. Me, Mr. Gary. It's one of my favorite things. And I love all of the parents and kids signing on to watch it. And it's getting a really big reach, these story time books. I'm actually shocked. I think we're going to 4 different countries now. So people all over the world are listening with you right now. So how cool is that? You know, that you're sitting in your living room or your family room or wherever, and maybe someone from England is watching the same exact story with you. So while Connor is here in New Jersey and Jaden's here in New Jersey, Jaden's grandmother is watching it in England. Hey, Shane, how you doing? So we got people from England, from Canada, from Malaysia. That's really far away. You should look up that country to see where it is. And even parts of the United States that are far, Hawaii, Michigan, a couple other places. So the book, Adrian, how you doing, Adrian? I said hi to everybody, right? Okay. The book today, another new book. I always love to read. Mr. Gary always loved to read. Hey, Mason, how you doing? Oh, Anthony and Justina in the house. Now it's a party. Now it's a POAC party because Anthony and Justina are here. And Connor and Jacob. Everyone's coming. I love this. So I was saying that, Mr. Gary, when I was your age, when I was young, I would read a book a week. Love to read books. Love to read books all the time. I still like to read now, but I rediscovered my love for reading, finding all these books. So thank you so much for the suggestions. Jaden made me read I Broke My Butt book. Thank you, Jaden. That was a little silly. Hey, Riaz and Ramana. So this is another new book that someone suggested, one of our warriors. Hey, Faith, how are you? This is called The Dot by Peter H. Reynolds. The Dot. So what's this about? Mr. Gary's fingers are just too big. I'm sorry. I can't turn pages. All right. So art class was over, but Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. So look at her. She's in the art class looking at the blank piece of paper like, because I don't think she knows how to draw. More importantly, I don't think she thinks she knows how to draw. And the teacher comes up and looks at the white paper with nothing on it, and she jokes around. Vashti's teacher leaned over the blank paper. Oh, a polar bear in a snowstorm, she said. Very funny, Vashti said. I just can't draw. Just can't draw. And her teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where that takes you. So Vashti was like, okay, I make a mark, and she just slams down the magic marker. Vashti grabbed the marker, gave the paper a good strong jab. There! And she shoved it to the teacher. Tommy, how are you? Hi, Maya. So the teacher picked up the white paper with just a mark, and she studied it very carefully. And she's like, She pushed the paper towards Vashti and quietly said, now sign it. Sign it? It's just a dot. Vashti thought for a moment, well, maybe I can't draw, but I could sign my name. I know how to do that. So she goes ahead and she signs her name on the bottom of the paper with the dot that she made. Now, guess what happened? Faith, guess what happened? Next week, when Vashti came back to the classroom, when Vashti walked into the art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot that she had drawn, her dot, all framed in swirly gold. So look, the teacher took that dot that Vashti drew and put a gorgeous frame around it and hung it up in her room right behind her desk for everybody to see. So Vashti's like, I can make a better dot than that. I might not know how to draw, but I can make a better dot than that. So she opened her never before used set of watercolors and she set to work. Oh, Adrian, you're back. Good. I was worried. I'm glad you're back, Adrian. So for the first time ever, she opened her paintbrushes and she painted and painted. She painted a red dot, a purple dot, a yellow dot, and a blue dot. Oh, look at all the dots. The blue mixed with the yellow, and she discovered that she can make a green dot because blue and yellow together makes green. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots in many colors. You know what she looks like to me? Vashti looks like an artist. What do you think? So then Vashti thought, if I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. Because if I could do it little, I could do it big. So Vashti splashed her colors with a bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. There's no stopping this girl. Vashti rocks. Vashti even made a dot, but not by painting a dot. Wow, look. So she made a dot by painting around where the dot is. Isn't that kind of cool? So she didn't paint the dot, but all we see is the dot because she painted around it. That was really, really clever. I like that Vashti girl. At the school art show a few weeks later, Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. So at the school art show, look what's at the art show. All of Vashti's dots all over. And people are loving it. See all the different sizes and shapes. And you can see she signed her name everywhere. People are loving this girl's art. Her many colored dots, all the different dots. Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her, like, oh, you're Vashti. You're really a great artist. I wish I could draw, he said. And Vashti said, I bet you can. I bet you can draw. And the boy goes, me? Not me. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler. He's like, I'm not an artist like you. Wonder what Vashti's going to say. Vashti smiled big. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. Show me. The boy's pencil shook as he drew his line because he was so nervous. He's drawing the line. Vashti looked at the line the boy drew. And no, this is the first thing the boy ever drew before because he thought he could never draw as good as Vashti. Vashti stared at the boy's swiggle. And then she said, who wants to guess what she's saying? I have to unplug my phone. Sorry. Who wants to guess what she says to the little boy? She looks at it. And then she says to the little boy, please sign it. Just like her teacher did. Wasn't that a beautiful story? Because what I like about that story is sometimes we think we can't do stuff or we might be good at doing something and we're scared or we can't do it. And you'd be surprised. You don't always have to be great at everything to really enjoy it. Now, a few of you know that Mr. Gary's a singer. Not everybody knows that. But Mr. Gary, I'm a singer. Love to sing, love music. I sing all the time. I'm a horrible singer. Really, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. But I love to do it. I love to sing. And Christopher and I will sing together in the front seat of a car listening to music. Or sometimes he has his iPad in and he puts one ear bud in my ear and one earbud in his ear, and we just singing together and we have fun. And you don't always have to be great, but here's the thing. Sometimes you're great and you don't even know it. You're great and you don't even know it. Your parents and your teachers and your friends see stuff about you, that you might not even realize in yourself. And when you look at Vashti, the little girl in this book who thought she couldn't draw at all, and then they had an art show. I absolutely love this story. And I like the name Vashti. That's a really cool name. I really like that name a lot. I like unusual names, different names that I might not have always heard. Because Mr. Gary, I like my name, but it's kind of a plain name. But Vashti, I like Vashti. And we have Zachary on here, often listening to the stories. I like the name Zachary. Also a really, really cool name. So there's a lot of great names out there. Hopefully you enjoyed the story today. I thought it was cool. Tomorrow's book. Are you ready, guys? Tomorrow's book. It's a funny book. It's called The Worst Christmas Book in the Entire World. Now, there's some bad Christmas books out there, but tomorrow, the book I'm reading is the worst Christmas book in the entire world. And it's not even Christmas time. That makes it even worse. Oh, and a big shout out to Ari, who turns 1 year old today. Everybody, happy birthday to Ari. We love him. Mr. Gary's going to try to do the drive-by later. I have to check what time it is. They've only told me like 11 times, but I need 12 times for stuff to take with Mr. Gary. So again, huge shout out to Ari for his first birthday party. First birthday. Can't wait. I can't wait. Ari? Am I not saying that right? Ari? Oh, Ari? All right. I don't know. Adorable little boy. That's all I'm saying. And Miss Brittany's laughing at me in the background. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Later on today, we have the wonderful Miss Jen, who does our yoga. We just love her. And guys, if you haven't tried yoga yet, you really need to. And go back on the POAC Autism Facebook page, and you could go to our videos and playlists. You can see all the different groups, all the stories, all the Zumba, all the Mr. Scott, Music Man, the Mr. Jim from Key of Awesome Music, yoga and Zumba, and you could go back and practice. Christopher, my son Chrissy, loves yoga. It helps him breathe and stretch, and we can actually do it together. What we do, we put it on, I have it on my phone, and I put it on my TV. Actually, Christopher does that. I don't know how to do it, but Christopher does it. And we sit on the floor together. Sometimes we sit on the couch because don't always want to sit on the floor. And we do the yoga sitting next to each other. And it's a really nice thing that we do. I love you guys. Hope to see you all soon. And if you didn't register yet for the poacwalk.org, I think most everybody on here has, but make sure you do that. And we're going to take tons of pictures of our walk day on July 19th, our virtual walk day. So you're going to be walking, but like I said, we might not walk together, but at POAC, you never walk alone because we're always, always with you. And please join Chris and I. Chris is going to be holding our camera the whole time. We're walking down the boardwalk. That's where Mr. Gary and Chris are going to be walking together. So hopefully you can join us. I love you. And I'm going to tell Miss Brittany to sign off, but let's do a silly face. Who can do a silly face with me? Adrian, come on. All right. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow at the same time. Bye.